If you want to have a disciplined prayer life, please watch this video. So every Christian wants to pray. Sometimes we want to pray for a long time, and sometimes we want to pray every day, but we don't know how to. And sometimes our flesh overcomes our desires, our spiritual desires. So I'm here to help you with some keys that will help you to pray or develop a disciplined prayer life. So number one, you have to overcome your flesh. Now the flesh resists the things of the spirit, and prayer is a spiritual activity. So in order to pray and discipline yourself in prayer, you have to overcome your flesh, because the Bible says the flesh is against the spirit. The flesh fights against the spirit, and if you follow your flesh, you can't please God. So you have to overcome the flesh. You have to overcome laziness. Number two, you have to find a place for yourself. Now, you can't pray in a noisy environment. You can't pray in an environment that is not conducive for spiritual things. You have to find, Jesus always prays sometimes in the wilderness, sometimes in the gardens, sometimes in the valleys. So always find a quiet place that you can stay alone with God. And sometimes while praying, you can use gospel worship, or sometimes you can listen to sermons while playing. It will help you, and it will keep your spirit alive. Then number three, you have to set a time for yourself. Maybe you want to pray, you want to wake up every day. Maybe every day early in the morning you want to wake up and pray, or maybe in the night you want to pray. So always set a time for yourself, and always be disciplined and be faithful to that time. Number 3 or 4 or whatever, you have to set a duration for yourself. You have to develop the habit of setting a duration for yourself. Like, I want to pray for 1 hour, I want to pray for 2 hours, I want to pray for 3 hours. Then set that duration for yourself. It will help you to discipline your flesh and to keep on moving, because the more you pray, the more you build your spirit, and the more you change things spiritually in your life. So the last thing I want to share with you is that anytime you are praying, pray in tongues. Sometimes you begin with your local or your normal way of speaking, then you enter into tongues, because the Bible says when you pray in tongues, your spirit prays. So when you pray in tongues, you can pray for a very long time, and you can pray for spiritual